There is no better illustration of the great value of our Athlete at Heart program than these faces, just 3 of the many student athletes whose lives were changed for the better by Carolina's healthcare system Blue Ridge's free sports physicals. All 3, Landon Fleming in 2013, Trayvon Lytle in 2014, and just last year, high school freshman Gunnar Grady underwent life-saving surgery to correct a congenital heart defect first discovered at Athlete at Heart. On a windswept afternoon next to the Patton High School baseball diamond, where Gunnar is back to doing what he loves, we spoke with Gunnar's parents, Will and Amanda, and older brother Gavin, and heard Gunnar's story.
It was actually my husband who had decided to take him to the free physical that Blue Ridge offers, and I didn't actually want him to. I wanted to go to our family physician, and William just encouraged that we go. So he was the one to take him, and that's where they found a problem.
I'd heard a lot of good things about it, and I'd heard that through Trayvon and his family that a lot of things that they were doing there were great, and it's a lot different than what he had been doing in the normal physicals, which was basically just a once over, in and out and that type of deal. And I just felt like it's something we needed to do. When I took the boys over there, Gavin and Gunnar, I took them over there that morning. We were one of the first ones there, and they began to take them through the different stations and things. And by the time they got to the end, I was actually waiting in the waiting area with all the other parents. Gavin came out first, and there wasn't any problems with him. And then as I was sitting there waiting on Gunnar, Mr. Stevens approached me and said, hey, just come on back here. We got something we need to look at. And we met with him and another gentleman back there, and they said, we're not really sure, but there looks like there could be something here.
We used to do a lot of things together in terms of physical activity, We'd play around in the yard all the time. I never would have thought that something would have been wrong like that. And honestly, I was a little bit scared for him.
After more tests were conducted, Gunnar's heart surgery was performed at Levine Children's Hospital.
The morning of August the 26th, they took Gunnar in. Within roughly 3.5, 4 hours, he was in recovery in the ICU.
It was very scary.
Yeah.
I mean, you never think it's going to be your child. That's the biggest thing. You never think that it's going to be yours, and it's very, as a mother especially, like, you're just scared that you're going to lose your child. But we were very, very fortunate.
Gunnar says he's much better now and is back to baseball.
I was a little nervous before pre-op and everything, but I didn't get too nervous right before the surgery. But afterwards, I felt good. Everything went really well after all that happened, and I'm recovering really fast.
Here he is pitching for the Patton High JV squad, and here he is behind the plate. Activities which would have been quite dangerous for him before his surgery. The dates for this year's Athlete at Heart: Saturday, May 14th in Morganton, and Saturday, June 4th at Valdez. We leave you with Gunnar's mom recalling a conversation she had at Levine.
I remember when we were down there, one of the surgeons who saw us told us how we basically had won the lottery, that so many times throughout his life thus far he could have died. So we could never tell people enough how they need to have their children screened for this, and especially with it being a free service, that there's no reason why you shouldn't if your child especially plays a sport, that you really need to have your child come to these physicals. All it costs you is your time, and it can save your kid's life.